Hello students, today we will discuss the life cycle of the Pinus. It is the member of gymnosperms and of class Coniferopsida and order Coniferales. It belongs to the family Pinaceae. When we see the geographical distribution of some species, especially with reference to India and its continent, the Pinus roxburghi occurs in the hilly region of Kashmir, Punjab, Himachal Pradesh, and Uttar Pradesh. In our college campus, we also has the Pinus species. Next one is the Pinus vallichiana, especially in the hills of Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, and Punjab. Pinus gerardiana, also known as the Chilgoza pine. It is common in the Kashmir and Kinnaur district of Himachal Pradesh. Pinus mercusi, that is called Mercus pine. This species occurs in the hillocks in the East Bengal. And Pinus insularis, known as the Khasi pine, most common in the Hyasa region of the Assam. The main plant body, as you seen in the figure, is sporophyte. It has well developed roots, stem, and leaves. As we studied already about the roots of Pinus, that some fungal species form symbiotic association with the roots of Pinus, and these are called mycorrhizae. Mycorrhizae help in the absorption of plant minerals and also protect the plant from many fungal and other infections, pathogens. Stem is well branched stem. It also has long shoots or branches of unlimited growth, dwarf shoots or branches of limited growth. When you see that dwarf shoot are shed 2 or 3 years and leave the scar behind it, and leaves are two types, scale leaves and also the foliage leaves. As you seeing in the diagram, that foliage leaves are known as spur. They may be unifoliar spur, bifoliar spur, trifoliar spur, and pentafoliar spur, as depending on the species. Now we will discuss these points in this regard. First, we will take a view of the life cycle that we will discuss in the lecture. That Pinus is a sporophytic plant body. These are the female cone, and these are the cluster of male cone, and these are ovules. These are pollen sacs. Pollen sac produce their pollen, and the ovule produce megaspore after meiosis. After pollination, the archegonia have the egg, the fertilization, then the after fertilization zygote is formed in the archegonia, then the seeds are produced. So, and this is the part of life cycle. Now, these are the dwarf shoots or branches of limited growth. You can see here that these are the spurs. Now we will see that how yes, the trifoliar spur has structure like that of the plant, that one spur has 3 pointed needle-like leaves in this area. Now you will see the cones. These are large body female cone. This is a single female cone. These are megasporophylls. And these are cluster of male cones. These are cluster of male cones. So both male and female cones are produced on the same plant. So the species of the Pinus are monoecious. Now we will first look the cluster of male cones. These are many male cones in a cluster. These are the growing apex point of dwarf shoot, and these are axils in which the male cones develop. These are scale leaves between them when you will see the cone, and this is a single cone. This is a single male cone. This is very interesting. And when you see the LS of male cone, these are microsporophylls containing microsporangia, and at the base the scaly leaves are present. This is single sporophyll containing 2 microsporangia. These are the slit to release the microspores, pollens, and this is the sterile part, that is called apophysis. This is pollen grain of Pinus. It has the axine and intine, and it extends into the wings. It is a special feature that pollen grains of the Pinus has wings. Now we will see a female cone. This is a female cone, large female cone, and when you will see the LS of the female cone, you will see the ovuliferous scale, this one, and this one is the bract scale, and the ovuliferous scale has one orthotropous ovule in it. Now we will see the development of male and female gametophytes in this, that before pollination 4-celled stage will prepare. You will see that during the development of male gametophyte, the microspore develop into one prothelial cell and single large entheridial cell. Prothelial cell is now considered the first prothelial cell, and again the entheridial cell divide again and form the generative cell and tube cell. Now you will see there are first prothelial cell, second prothelial cell, generative cell and tube cell. After pollination, the tube cell forms the pollen tube and the generative cell after division forms two male gametes. Now we will see the female gametophyte. As we know that the nucellus develops 4 megaspores, out of which only single functional megaspore goes into free nuclear division and form a haploid endosperm, which is considered as the female gametophyte. As we know, in the ovule there is a single integument, there is a nucellar tissue, and this is the endosperm. It is a female gametophyte, and at the apical cells of the endosperm form the two archegonium or many archegonium. So as you know that after fertilization, when each archegonium will fertilize, that will generate the form the polyembryony. This is the pollen tube coming in the pollen chamber, these two archegonia. Now, interesting feature in the life cycle of the pinus is that during pollination, at a single time, at the same time, all pollen grains release in the air with the wings. This incident is known as sulfur shower, and the sky looks like and the forest looks like the yellow. Sulfur is distributing either here to there. After fertilization, the zygote is formed, and you can see there are 4 tiers of 4 cells in the division. The first one is the nutritive tier, next one is the rosette tier, next one is the suspensor tier, last one is the embryonal tier. The embryonal tier gives rise to the embryo, and you know that there are many cotyledons, one plumule, radical, hypocotyle in the embryo of this one is the embryo. This is the suspensor developed from suspensor tier in the pinus. At the last, when you will see the seed, the outer fleshy layer of the ovule wall disappears, inner middle stony layer formed develops a seed coat. There is a perisperm. Then nucellus is persistent in the seed. Micropyle persists in the small aperture in the apex of the seed. At the maturity, cone axis elongates, and thus the space between the megasporophyll is increased, and thus seeds are easily dispersed from the plant. Now you can see there is the wings, and there are the seeds. So you can see here that there is a testa, tegmen, nucellus, there is a nuclear perisperm, this is a suspensor, this is the food, there is a known as endosperm, this is a radicle that will form the root, this is the hypocotyle, this is the many cotyledons in the seeds. The seed germination is epigeal, that cotyledons come outside the soil surface by elongation of the hypocotyle. Now when we see the economic importance of the pinus, the bud of Pinus roxburghi, that is known as the cheed, and Pinus vallichiana, that is known as the kale, is an important timber suitable for the making the furniture. Pinus roxburghi, vallichiana insularis, swiftchores of turpentine. It gives resin, pine resin, to make varnish and paper sizing. Roasted seeds of Chilgoja pine, Pinus giardiana, is edible. Young plants of Pinus mercusi is used in the manufacture of the craft paper, and the fossilized resin obtained from the fossil species of Pinus is known as the amber. When you will see the many species of pines give resins and you will use as the fumigating. So this was the life cycle of the pinus. In the next lecture, we will see the life cycle of our next plant, Ephedra. Thanks.